Guys, Cardboard Carnivores here, and we have a Trickster Labyrinth deck profile for you. So yeah, we got through the structure deck. This is continued on our little segment that we are doing, which we buy 3 structure decks, and we just use the cards we have and upgrade it and go along and try to make it the best deck that we can. It's kind of like a knockoff of that balling on the budget thing. I know I talked about that earlier, but it's a cool concept, and I think it's great for anybody that wants to be like competitive or try to get into Yu-Gi-Oh! To just pick up 3 structure decks and make the best deck you can and just fight the meta. And you're gonna learn a lot that way. It's gonna be like more consistent than just buying random packs, throwing together, whatever. But anyways, excuse me. Let's get right into it. So this is. Excuse me. Again, I'm not even going to say it. I don't even know. This is the new Trickster monster. It protects your back row. It's unaffected by hold cards or other trap cards. And then if you control a Trickster monster, you can just special summon this as an effect. And that actually triggers your Sarah. And that's really good because it just gives you another body on board. And it gives you free advantage from the Sarah. And it does lock you into plants and insects, so you do have to be careful on that. Melio, best starter, just search, go into Sarah, and then you want this in your graveyard. You can be really annoying for your opponent to deal with, popping the back row just very casually, and simplified game states. I mean, it's just amazing. So shout out to back in the day, the OGs that know this card. The new card. This card searches the field spell, and the field spell has a pretty cool little effect. Lets you kind of swap, banish a card on your field to special a Trickster. So you like normal summon, link away, you can banish that to bring back that monster. I guess that's the field spell. This, however, so it searches the field spell, and then it also lets you grab a. One second here, this computer's acting up. Alright. This also lets you kind of have a Farfa effect on summon. It lets you, on special summon, lets you target a opponent's monster. You get to banish it, and then they get a special summon a banished monster during their standby phase. So kind of like worse than a Farfa, but it can help you in situations and help you get to your next turn if you want to summon it on their turn without dying, and also lets you kind of push for game. This deck can get a lot of damage on board pretty quick. So this one is Dianea, and this one's really good. Lets you reset your spells, your traps, when your trap hole cards, when it is special from the graveyard, and when it's normal summon, you can special summon any of your Trickster monsters that you want. It's really nice. 2 of in the deck, and then we have one of this one. This is kind of like a Rhoda when it's summoned, and then it has another effect to like switch out. I believe it's a spell or trap you control with one that's in your hand. So I don't know how often that would come up. I'm sure there's some cool little niche things you can do. Now we have the Labyrinth part of the deck. So we play 2 of the Silver Lady and 1 of her, and this is really good. These just generate you so much advantage and give you an extra, just an extra. I don't know, the type of advantage that gives you is very unique. So it just lets you want to almost activate your trap cards on your own cards sometimes because your opponent just plays around it well. So I compulsed something earlier just to resolve this, summon it, and then you're able to, I was able to summon what I compulsed, add a trap off of it, use that trap from my hand, and just trigger this to get another free trap because it was the Haleta or Halutea, however you want to say it. So these just get special summoned for free from either its own effect or the traps, and it just very nice advantage to the deck. That was obviously added, and then 2 Kaijus. This is over Lava Golem because you want to normal summon a lot in this deck. You need to normal summon. I would play 2 Sticky actually over it. Another cool thing about these is you can use them for the trade-in draw card, but that card's going to get swapped out for Pot of Prosperity as well. Okay, so that's the monsters. Spells, we play 2 pots, probably not best in cash tier format. 3 of the draw. This card's amazing. Lets you pitch a trap, any trap, insect, or plant, and draw 2 cards. Unfortunately, we're going to change it though. And then this is the spell, field spell, that lets you swap out. And I think it has another effect to. You can banish 1, special summon 1 trap, choose from your hand or graveyard. It lets you normal summon an additional monster, which really helps you. Second normal summon, that's the other effect. But these are going to be for Ash, and I believe we're going to play Ash Blossom, and we're going to play Pot of Prosperity, just to be able to dig more, have more consistency with our plays, and not really gamble so much. We don't want to lose to a hard Ash or to a cash tier deck that hard. So that's those. Halutea. This card's kind of nuts. It feels bad to like discard a trap to activate it, but you're triggering Sarah. Has a graveyard recurrence. It basically is a Shadow Brigade or whatever the Phantom Knight spell is. Kind of like a version or the trap of that to just kind of come out and you make your Sarah right away, or just an extender for level 4s. You are locked into insects and plants, so that is that. It's a whole name. 2 of this one. This one is just when they special summon a monster 2,000 or more, you can destroy a monster on the field, and has another effect that is you can banish a monster from your opponent's graveyard too, if you have a trap hole card in your graveyard. So this is a 2 of. It's searchable, settable, whatever you want to call it. It's a name. Play 2 Floodgate. Puts anything summoned face down, can't come face up. Really nice against Kashtira. Very nice against just a lot of different random stuff, because first thing, it doesn't have any like attack requirement, which a lot of your trap hole cards do. This does not, so you can just activate it for free basically when it meets the condition and generate your advantage from there. And then we have the 1 of normal traps. This might get switched out. I do want to play Torrential Tribute. These are part of the whole package. Just being able to, whatever's decent during that matchup, which is kind of cool about this. And then some of these are easy side outs. D-Berry just really good against Kashtira, really good against the Fusion deck. Spacing, Aluber, Branded. So yeah, and then Compulse. Sometimes you can compulse your own stuff, your own kaijus. Compulse is just very good. So a little explanation on those. And then the last traps are 3 big Welcome Labyrinth. This does not have a summoning restriction on it, as unlike the Welcome Labyrinth. So we don't really want that. We're not maxing out on our Labyrinth cards. These are just really good to get our free bodies out and get that stuff going. Your opponent starts sweating. And of course, no trap deck would be complete without Evenly Matched. Very nice too. You can activate Evenly Matched, and then like Resolution, you can summon one of these and just go from there. You could, if you had Halutea, then you could, so let's just say you summon that, then you could do like Halutea effect, and you special summon, you activated a normal trap effect, set any trap. So it can generate you a lot of different events, and then you can go like this into Sarah, and then the trap you set is another trap. Like this and Sarah is absolutely absurd because it's on Resolution and you just chain to it. So it's a cool deck. It's very nice. I like trap decks. It lets you be unique in how you build them, and you got to be ready for the meta, So moving on, the extra deck needs a lot of work. I literally just have everything from the structure deck. So the Sarah generates you insane amounts of advantage. You activate if you activate a Traptrick monster, you just get any trap that you want from your deck, any trap hole card you want set. And if you activate a trap hole card, you get any trap Traptrick monster to your side of the field. I think I said Trickster earlier. They're kind of, I don't know, they might be related. But, so yeah, Sarah is the go-to. This is, you need to play 3 of, your opponent's going to be ripping 1. And it's just very, very good. The heart and soul that gets your deck going. This card's really cool. So this one is the Link 3. It boosts by 1,000. And then it has a cool, like, target, make, like, your opponent's effects negated. And every one of your monsters that's insect or plants gains 1,000 attack. So that's really good. And then, yeah, you can destroy any monster that your opponent controls as well. So it's like it negates the effects, it destroys, and it boosts your stuff. So that came up one time today. I was already winning that game, though. I didn't even need to go into it. I would play this at like a 1 of. I would play this at a 1 of, just for notes also. So this one lets you just during the end phase special summon one basically from your graveyard. So this one is pretty nice. Lets you detach, search any Traptrick monster that you want, and then also let's see here. Yeah, so then if an opponent's monster is destroyed, you can like attach it to this and use it as material. But you don't really, that didn't really come up today. It's just 25. It's nice to get over certain stuff. Again, it's boosted if you have the other guy, and it's detach. Is it 1 or 2? Detach 1 to search any trap hole card. So, wait, is it trap hole card? Monster from deck to the hand. So then you could just like grab your extender, go for Sarah, and then boom. We have 2 of this one. This one's really cool. So this one lets you like steal your opponent's monsters that are banished or sent to the graveyard from a Traptrick card, or from a Traptrick a trap hole card. And then you can also detach 2 materials to special summon level 4 or lower plant monster from your graveyard. Insect or plant. Yeah, everything is around like insects and plants. And then we have, okay, so we have 1 more of that. Then we have 2 Rafflesia. So I would just play 1 of that. I'd play 2 of this. I would play 1 Rafflesia. 1 of this. 1 of this, and that opens up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slots. You're gonna want Zeus in this deck, at least 2 of them for when they rip your extra deck, because you're gonna see all your Sarahs and then go for your Zeus. So we do like 2 Zeus, and then this is kind of like your own choice. You're locked into links or plants and insects, but not all the time. So you do have a lot of 4s. So maybe like a Bambuska, a Dweller, something random just for like utility, like the card that can like banish from your opponent's graveyard, or I don't know. Really preference. It could be the Steel Swarm Roach. You have a lot of different options. So that's that. And then finally for the side deck, we have Lava Golem. I will be taking Lava Golem out, just capitalizing on the Kaijus, maybe even like an interrupted Kaiju Slumber in the deck, because you just can't normal summon, and this deck does need to do that. We have 2. The other one is in the deck. We have 1. Other one's in the deck. This card, you need this at 3 for. It's another change. This needs to be at a 3 of Retaliating Sea, because your opponent that's playing Despia just gets destroyed by it. That's basically the only reason. What else is it good against? I'm sure there's something else. Was good against here. Book of Eclipse. Really good. Pretty generic. It's mainly for Cashier. and I mean it's pretty modern staple now. We have 2 Cosmic Cyclone for removal, the 1 Harpy's Feather Duster. We have the Call by the Grave. That could probably be something else, honestly. I'm not too worried about Ash. And then I guess it could be the 3rd Solemn Judgment, in all honesty. So, yeah, I'd say the only change really in here would be this Lava Golem turns into like an interrupted Kaiju Slumber, and then 1 more of these will go in the deck, actually. And then I'll just side. I want the lower attack ones, obviously. I don't want 3, it's too cloggy. And then, yeah, this would be the interrupted Kaiju Slumber. So that's basically the things I would change up. Like I said, I'm going to do some changes with the Pot of Prosperity just to make it more consistent. Deck is very good overall. I love trap decks. I love, like, the challenge of trying to overcome your opponent and while you try and do your own engine. It's always one of my favorite things in Yu-Gi-Oh! So, hope you enjoyed the deck profile. And, yeah, thank you guys. We are Cardboard Carnivores. Also, be sure to check out VCB, Viral Card Breaks. I'm going to have a lot of cool stuff going on with that. I will post a link below. We will see you guys later, and I'm out.